Hello guys. Hello. 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 Hello guys. Hello. Hello. Okay. I think we are ready to start. Just testing out the mic and my audio. Um, looks it's looking good. Okay. So we're going to start from where we stopped yesterday. I think my screen is clear enough. Okay, so yesterday we stopped. We started completing the tab bars. So we are able to. So we are able to complete the tab bars, and so that's an issue that we kind of like figured out. We say we are going to fix that at the next episode, which is today. So we're going to go ahead and fix that up. So let's go back to yeah. So here, when we kind of like click on any of this, like, this one or any of them, it actually take us to chat screen, which is blank right now. Is a blank screen. We can't find the tab bar under it, which should be there. So according to the design, when we go to the chat screen, we should be able to see this. We should be able to see the charts, and then we should see this bottom bar, and then the bottom bar icon chart should be highlighted as the current screen. So right now we can see that when we go to the next screen, it's only showing a blank space, but you can go back to the previous screen. It's kind of showing us we're in consultation, but it should be specialist. So let's fix this up so that this can work as we expect. So to start that off, so let's go back. So there are multiple ways to do this. One way to do this is to always, let's say, over here. So over here is where we did the. Okay, yeah, here is where we did the bottom navigation stuff. We could actually kind of like copy this and paste it. Let's say we have a scaffold here. Let's fix this up. Let's say over here in our screen we have a scaffold, and say background, body, and let's say the safe area, and And we could go ahead and say so the child for now we say an empty container. And with this like this, so the like I said, one way to solve this is that we could copy this, what we have here for button navigation, copy everything and paste it in here. Not in here, so that would be after the body. We have what we call button navigation. I paste it in here. It will then show up in our chat scheme. But the issue is that we are going to copy all this code, and again also going to copy this code, and we are going to keep on repeating this on every screen we create that needs the button bar, and that doesn't look good. So we should have a modularized and a way kind of like to extend this or compose it to be reusable in different screens without having a whole bunch of code on every screens we have. So that's why I said that we have to fix something up. And to fix that up, let's first of all we are going to detach this, the button navigation. We are going to detach it from this screen, and we're going to put it in a separate place for it. We can do that in our core folder. Let's create another stuff called presentation for this presentation, and inside the presentation we can have a custom navigation called a custom button navigation. So I have this custom button navigation dot that's the name, and in here we are going to make this a stateless widget. For me, there's no need of making it a stateful widget, so let's make it a stateless widget. If we find the need for it, the only reason we are going to make this a stateful widget is that if we are not using getX for our states, or we want to use animations in it, then we can make it a stateful widget. But now let's kind of make it a stateless widget. I'll call this custom. So a custom button navigation, and in here we are going to return everything we have here for our navigation. So we're going to copy this. So we start from here, copy everything from here. So copy this. Let's remove this. So nothing is in here again. Copy it over here. So we're going to return. So we're seeing a lot of errors right now. We can fix that. Let's delete this. Most of them are fixed, but this is not fixed, so we need to copy this over for now. And so that will be an issue. So if we copy this icon list over, we can't update it. We can't use set state in a stateless widget. So how do we actually change when someone presses this? So let's do that so you guys will see what I'm saying. Let's go over and copy this tool over. So we're going to delete it from this screen. So nothing that concerns button navigation here anymore. So it's been moved out. So we can paste what we covered right now over here. So we pasted what we copied right now, and we can import this. Imported this. see. So this issue we're fixing. So that's a problem. So right now this set state, you can't use it in a state trace widget. So that will make us to uncomment this, and also we can leave this here for now. Okay, now that. Let's save this, and then in here we can just import the custom stuff we created, custom navigation, button navigation. Copy this, and so we save this. Let's see what else we need to do. Let's also add it to the chat screen so that we could see something here. So save this, hot restart our app. And right now, so if you click on any of these buttons, it actually take us to the chat screen, which we are going to fix later, so that it will be only when we click on the chat icon that will take us to the chat screen, and consultation will take us to the consultation screen. But right now, let's click on any of these. And you can see this is the chat screen. So let me put something here to show that we are on the chat screen. I'll copy this. I'll call the chat room. And yeah, you can see we are now on the chat screen. We call the chat room. But if you look at the bottom bar, you see that this is not being highlighted. Nothing is being highlighted except this one, which is by default. By default, we say that the current tab is 1, and this is the current tab, which is 1. So only this will be highlighted. We don't need this. Even if we go back to the previous screen, it's still being highlighted. Go back to the chat screen, it's going to be highlighted. So it's not changing. We want a way that we can change this, and in every screen that this appears on, it will kind of like still highlight the current screen and nothing else. So let's work on that. And to do that, we need to create a controller for that will control the everything concerning the custom navigation bar. So go over here. Inside our core folder, we create another folder called application for our controllers. That should be application. So inside here, let's start. Inside here, let's create a controller called custom navigation controller .dat. And can go in here, create a controller class, this class called custom navigation controller extend. So I'm going to extend getX controller. GetX, no, it should be getX. Okay, yeah, this is it. So we're extending that, and now we can go ahead and start. So let's create a variable that will keep track of the selected tab. We can say call this selected tab. So the selected tab here is basically this current tab, or we can call it a current tab, copy this over. In here we can call, instead of selected tab, we can say, I think selected will make sense instead of current tab. Let's call it selected tab. Selected selected tab index. I can the points observable, so make that an observable. And next will be we call create a function a set that we call, like, we use that to update our selected index. We can call that set selected index, passing a value. And basically the value will be of type int, so and it's going to this, set that to this dot selected index is equal to the current value we passed in. And okay, that should be selected index dot value. Okay, that fixed that. So another function to get the correct selected index, but that should be dot value. And let's see. Okay, can leave it that way. And let's see what else we need to update. Okay, let's say already we can call a function called get selected index. Okay, so right now we have this. Next thing will be let's move this feature. We can delete this one. We can copy this over and delete this. We don't need it here. There's going to be a lot of errors here. We can still fix this later. Move those stuff over here. Let's import this. So I'm going to import this one too. And so we have this list final, and okay, so I think we're good to go now. Let's copy this. Go ahead and add this in our binding. Okay. Let's add this now binding here. Let's fix this issue. So there's an error here we have. I think next thing will be we can now go over to our bottom navigation, and then we can now use that controller we just created, and we can call this custom navigation controller, and I'll equal to get let's put and for this list we have here, we can have a function that will return this list for us. Because looking over here, we made this list a final, and it's private, so we can have a function. We can call this function get all tabs. Get all tabs. So this function, the only work you to do is just to return everything concerning our list. You can just all the stuff you have in the list. That's what we do. Return that, and we can have another function that gets the total number of the stuff we have in this list. We can call the get total tabs, and yeah, to return. So basically the length of the icons, or yeah, the length of the icons we have dot length. So we can use dot length. So with this, we can save this and go ahead to start making use of this stuff. And in here, we are going to replace this with that function that returns our list. And we remember what we called that. And we're going to use this custom navigation controller dot function. So when you return something, you want to map the return value, and so we're going to fix all this stuff right now. So this is what we need to fix in our current tab. For our current tab, we are going to so this function that returns the selected index, so that's what we are going to add here. So wait, so basically we had an ID for our current tab. Our selected index should be any value added to it. It should start from 1 because all the IDs we have here started from 1. So it should start from 1, and then getting over here, we can use that here by using the custom navigation controller and call that selected index for this, and I think that should be it. Okay, so we have an error right now. So list dynamic is not a subtype of list widget. Think to fix that. We can over here say that the return type of this should be a list of type widget. Actually a list of type bar icon, which is basically a widget. So that fixes the error. So basically, what the error is saying that, let me refresh this. You see if we are still getting the error. So we're not still getting the error. So basically, what the error is saying that, because this function is returning a list, but it's returning the list as dynamic. So the list doesn't have any type. But in here, this list here, children list, is expecting a list of type widgets. Understand? So that's why it's showing that error. To fix that, we went over here and we said that we want to return a list of type bar icon. And remember, everything in Flutter is a widget. So this bar icon is actually a widget. So that will fix that issue. So with that being fixed, we can go ahead and test this what we have here. So click on this. So remember, it's working and it's showing up here, but there's an issue right now. So the issue is that the current tab is not actually updating. This is not updating. So let's try fix that. So we can go over here and call this method. So these are button navigation here. The unpressed part, we can call this method here. Not this. So we can say custom navigation dot yeah, a function we copied over, and we're going to pass a value which is icon.id, and we could go ahead and delete this. We don't need it anymore. And so let's save it and let's restart our app, and let's click on this again. So we have an issue right now. So we chose an error saying why handling Joshua Clark's int has no inside of method call receiver. Okay, let's see. Okay, think so. There should be a setter, and there should be icon dot id. Let's try this again. Okay. Not icon, but id. Okay, yeah, it's working now. So yeah, guys, so basically the error we are fixing is that this method here is actually a setter. Is a setter. So basically, we don't call it like like an actual method. So I was calling it as like an actual method. So I was doing this, and I was passing the value inside it, which is icon.id, and that's why it's showing the error. So we shouldn't call it like this. Um, s- unlike the one we have here, which is this one. So you see how we are calling this one as a method, but we shouldn't call this one like that because this is called a setter and a getter. So we don't call it like a normal method. I think that's the reason. So how to do that? Since it's a setter, we can just call it this way. And we can pass in, we can set it to icon.id, and we can save this and hot restart our app. And right now, if we go ahead over here and click this, it's updating. So the current index is the chart which we clicked on. If we go back, so if we click on this, it's nothing is happening. So let's figure the reason that's not happening is because we are still in the chat screen. We say that over here, whatever we click on, whatever we pressed on should take us to chat screen. That's what we are doing here. So when we press on any of these things, since we're in the chat screen, it will not update. So how to fix it is that we want to make this dynamic. So it will actually take us to different screens when we click on it. And to do that, we can do that by, let's say, over here in our controller, we can update this stuff we have here, this bar icon, to have another. It should have another parameter called page or screen name, so that we can use that to navigate to the screen we want to navigate to. And so to do that, let's go over to the class definition. So this is the class for the bar icon. So we can add another parameter here called page name. So this is it. So we call it page name, and so we have to initialize it in the constructor. So it's this dot page name. So the error goes away. Save this. Over back in our controller here. So you see there's a bunch of errors, so we have to fix that. We can say over here the name for this. The first one should take us to home. So we say /home. That should be the string. The second one should take us to chat. So that should be /chat. And every other thing else should, since we haven't created a screen for consultation, articles, and profile, we can say every other thing should take us to home. We can still change that later. So every other thing should take us to home. Copy this. Say home, we have home. Remember, we are going to update all this. For now, let's save this. What? And okay, now we can go over to custom bottom navigation. In here, since we can map the screen we want to navigate to inside here, and we can do that by saying icon dot page name. And if we save this and hot restart our app, that will start working. So let's go to chat. Okay, I think we have an issue. So icon one should set to home, so this should set to chat. Save this, and we can go over here and remove this slash at the back. Let's hot restart this. Okay, I think we're having an issue. Send to home. Let's console log something here and see what is happening. And let's print. So when we tap on it, so let's print the page we want to go. So we call that page. So icon dot page name. And, save this. Hot restart. And let's push this all the way up so I can see what we are doing here. So it's actually chat. Okay, so we got it right. So that's chat. So where issue is coming up from right now. Okay, guys. So it's actually my mistake. So if you actually look here, it's called chats with an S. It's chat with an S, chats, not chat. Uh, we are making a mistake by calling chat, and it keeps on taking us. Since there's no route called chat, it's kind of like um, taking us to this welcome page. So it's not actually an error from the app itself. It's an error from us. So let's fix that bug. Um, let's come. I think we can actually do this to save us time. We can actually say routes. We can use this routes object somewhere in our custom here, since it's actually a string. So we can add it here, routes dot. Let's import this first so you guys will see what I'm saying, so that it will help us not to make that mistake we made. You can say routes dot chart. Oh no, this should be home. So this routes dot home. This should be routes dot charts, and this the rest of them should be routes dot home. Um, change all this. Change all this. We save this. That's not all. That's somewhere we have to change again. Over here, head over here and change what we did here. And replace all this by icon dot page name. Let's have to restart our app again. Let's test this, and it's working. So we are not having any issues or error down here. Everything is working, so we can go ahead. Let's test back home, and you see it took us back home. So I'm actually what we could think there's something we could do. So kind of like get the navigation to. So if we are going forward, it goes this way. If we are going backward, it should go this way. Um, think we can do that here. So let's see. Um, so let's say get to name, not name. Um, should that be Paul? Mm, see to end, not this. To named. So it is navigation dot push. Basically using that's going forward. Um, push navigation dot push named. Um, let's see if that's something that can help us achieve that here. Okay, that should be back if I'm correct. Is it? So it says pop the current page, snack bar, dialog or bottom shading is stack. If you set close overlay to true, get back with this close the current shade, open snack bar and the current page. Okay. So you can actually use back and I'm trying to see if there's something else. So right now we already found one, which should actually take us back. And so so we can actually do kind of a coding right here. Maybe we can use a if statement to see if the current index if the current index is less than the no if the current index is greater than the previous index, that should be okay. I'm trying to think of something we could so what I'm trying to do is say I will have an if statement here. Okay, guys, not that what we have now is not good. What we have now is actually working. It's okay. We can leave it like this. There's no issue there. Um, this is acceptable, but I want to make it so that we can have this feeling that if you are going forward, it goes this way. It goes this way. If you are going backward, it goes this way. Yeah. So let's test something out. Let's see if we can get that to work. If not, we can continue with what we have right now. We can use an if statement that checks if icon the current index we are. Okay. So dot id is so it's greater than selected index. Does that even make sense? Um, okay, let's see. But for that to make sense, we kind of have to move that up here and just copy this. I can move it above here. I can say if is kind of like greater than the else, and call get dot back. Okay, let's try this again. Hope we got it right. And so it went forward. So it went this way. And let's go back. Yeah, it's working. So going forward goes this way. Going back goes this way. Yeah. So that's basically what we need. So if you want to see this in action, let's check it again. Um, Going forward, it pushes something this way. But if you are going to the previous screen, it pushes it this way. And if you want to see if we actually, if there's a change we made, so we can comment this out, save this. So let's test it out with this one right here. And we can, going forward, goes this way. Going back still goes this way. So everything goes this way, which is doesn't make sense. Goes this way, goes this way. So we want going back to kind of pop off. Looks like it's pushing the screen out this way. Going forward looks like it's bringing the screen this way. So we can go back to what we have. So leave it this way. So this is better. Save this and try it out one more time to see if there's any issue we are having. So good. Out. So right now we have all this fixed. Everything is fixed. Okay, so everything is fixed right now. So let's see if there's something else we need to work on. And I guess, pardon me, guys. I have a list of places I write down what I'll be working on tonight. Let's see which one is coming up next. Okay, yeah. So there's something we need to fix right here. So we have to address something. Like I said, if we are going to, so this is our main home page, and we have this custom button navigation here. And inside our chat screen, we still have it right here. And that means basically in every screen we are creating, we will be kind of like putting this like this. I think it to kind of make sense. Let's say we have a single state. Since we are going to add animation to our app, so it will actually make sense that we don't have, let's say we want to create animation, we won't have to have animation controller on every stateful widget we have. So let's say we wanted to have an animation here, and we have an animation controller in here, and then over here we have another animation controller somewhere here, and that means if you create another stateful widget that needs animation, we have animation controller in it. That way you cannot have create a boilerplate code. Is that what it's called? So it creates multiple code on different the same code that we can reuse on different files for us. So we can have with so I mean, so you can have a single state, and any of them can extend, or this thing can extend the state, and they can share, not share, they can extend it, and they can actually use it from the parent state. So let me show you what I'm saying. So let's say over here we have a presentation, application, that is an application. Um, okay, that should be inside our core presentation team, not inside the team. So let's create another folder called we can call this animation. We call it custom UI state. So that's the name of the folder. And in here we create a file. We call it custom stateful UI state. Yeah. That. So in here we can go ahead and create the states, an abstract state. So let's say we have this, and so let's say an abstract class, a custom UI, custom Okay, we have this. And in here we can have our animations. So our animations that we can use on different stateful widgets. It is still a state of type, and width, pick up provider state mixing. And here we can create an animation controller. So I'll just copy a code over here. And paste this here. Okay, let's see what we got around here. Okay, so Flutter dispose in here. Okay, yeah, so this should be, so I figured out the issue we're having here. That should fix it. And we can go ahead and so one thing we could do is that we can actually have a function here that returns a widget, and that widget okay, so I was thinking of moving this. So yeah, like what I was saying, I was thinking of moving this to over here, and then we can use this particular state in all the stateful widget right here, instead of this state, we replace it with that state we created here, this extended state. But that will still be the same stuff as leaving it here, since we'll be getting that from the so it will still be this, like having it in different classes. So I think we can just leave it this way, so we can just keep on adding it to different classes we create. Then here, what we could do with this is that for our animation, so tomorrow we'll be doing more on animation. So I was thinking that we can use this for our animation, whereby we can have all our animations in here, and then we can have this, use this for all the stateful widgets here, and then so this will extend, all of them will extend the states, this state we created, and it will have all the animations of that state, all the animations we created, and then we can use it to modify all the widgets right here for every stateful widget that extend that state. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So we'll be focusing on animation more tomorrow. Like today we just concluded everything concerning the chat page we have here. Yeah. I think we could actually go ahead and create all these pages, a dummy screen for all these pages. Let's do that once and for all. So we can leave this like this. So tomorrow we deal with this more. So let's over here in our app. So currently we have the chart and the home. So let's go over and add consultations. So I have consultation. And inside the consultation, we are going to have two folders, one for presentation and one for the controllers. So the presentation, we create a folder called presentation. So this is the presentation folder. Inside here, we create another folder called application. And inside application, we have, let's create a dummy consultation screen. Flutter. Can go over ahead and copy. Okay, we don't need to copy anything. So you can just say stateful widget code is consultation screen. State this. So we delete that. Import material. So we need to import that material. So we need to import this material package for those issues to be fixed. Right here, we return a scaffold. So we return a scaffold. In the scaffold, so the body will be a safe area, and the shadow for now will be a container with another child called text, and this will just say consultation. Save this, copy this for other ones we'll be creating, and so let's create another one. So we have a consultation. Let's create for articles. So you go ahead over here, create another folder called articles. And in there we have folder called presentation. Another folder called application, and that's it. So we have these two, and in here we can have a dummy screen for now called that article screen. And that, in here we can create a stateful widget, and we're going to call the articles screen, and delete this. Remember always to delete this, and then import only material package. That's what we need right now. And then we can go over ahead and return this, then change this to be articles. And let's go over ahead one more. So one more stuff we need to create is the profile, the user profile. We can call that profile. Inside it we have presentation, and in here we have application, and inside presentation we have profile. So profile screen dot stateful, let's call profile screen. So it's going to have all these dummy stuff. Just remove that. Always import material package, and then we return this. I will name this profile. And now the next step is to add this to our routes. So remember our routes folder in here, and then we can add all this stuff we created. Consultation. So we can go down here, static constant string. Remember it's a string, and all of them will be capital letters, and we call this consultation. So that's consultations. So that's the first one. Next one, static constant use a string, and that should be called articles. And that should be equal to this. Articles. And the next one we have static and string. Okay. That's profile. And say equals to profile. Remember to add a backslash on all those routes. So right now let's make use of these 3 routes we created here. So I can head over to the pages side, and let's copy this so it will be easy for us. Copy and paste, and the route should be consultation, and the screen it should display to us should be consultation screen, which is this. Copy that, okay, add pages, replace this. The consultation screen we copied. So let's import that, and the next one, copy this. What's going on? Copy that. Comma, paste, and wait. Let's paste it one more. Paste, and let's change this to articles. Articles, and there should be profile, and then for this article, so we are going to use this the article screen for it, and let's go ahead and import that. And the next one will be consultation. Replace this with our profile screen. Um, um, and then go ahead and import this. Save that. Let's hot restart our app. And let's go ahead and test this. So when we're clicking on this, we'll actually, okay, we're going to face an issue right now. To fix that issue, remember over here, we kind of like appended all this stuff with routes.home. So let's go ahead and change it. So this should be consultation. So this should be articles. And this last one should be profile. And save this. And save this. Okay, so this is it right now. And let's clicking on all this should take us to respective screens. So charts, chart home, consultations. So you see there's an issue. So in the consultation we don't have this bottom bar. So let's fix that up. So this should be consultation screen, and scaffold, inside the scaffold, so have this bottom navigation bar, and we are going to copy the one we have here, so it will be easy for us instead of typing it out. And let's go over here and paste it, and then import the package. Save this. Do that for articles. Right here, bottom navigation bar, paste, import, save, profile screen, paste, import, and save. Okay, so that's done. How to restart our app? So let's go over, click this, chat room with the bottom bar, consultation with the bottom bar, articles with the bottom bar, profile with the bottom bar. So it's all working. And so okay guys, we have an issue. So look at here, we have a bug. So when you click on this, it's actually taking us back and not to that point we clicked. So I think that's because of this. We can actually pinpoint what's causing this. Basically, we actually introduced the bug by ourselves. So this is the phrase that is causing that. So we can actually revert back to what we had previously here instead of introducing this code here. So this is what is causing that. Let's comment this out. So let's hot restart our app and test that out again. So let's say we are on chat, consultation, articles. So let's go back here. So it's working now. So it took us back here. So I can go to chat, specialist, consultation, go back here. So is working now. So what is going on is that we were using this get back here, and the get back is actually kind of like taking us back on each pages that we kind of like moved over. Let's see if there's a way we can go straight to the place we clicked. Okay. Let's see if there's a Flutter stuff that can help us with that. So you have push forward up. We basically okay. So this is not what we needed. Let's check for get X. Okay, looks like we already go with that fixture. So we can already keep that for now. So yeah, we are kind of like done with this. Like I said, so right now we can navigate to different pages. So there it is. And with that being said, so let's see. So the next one on the list will be to, like I said, will be to add the animations on this, which we'll be doing tomorrow. So we added animations tomorrow, and so yeah. With that being said, so guys, we'll be stopping here for today, and we'll be continuing tomorrow with animation and probably adding the search page. So we'll be adding the search bar. So if you look at the screen, we have, let's see. So the screen has a search bar right here, and I'm thinking that because this is actually included in the chat page and not in the current page we are right now in. So what I'm thinking is that when we click on that, when we click on this, there should be a search bar here. So we'll be adding that tomorrow. So in such a way that when we click on this, there will be a search bar right here. And when we click on it again, it will close that search bar. And we can make it this way that when we click on it, the search bar will pop up as an overlay on other widgets. But that will not make sense. So it will be better that if you click on this, the search bar will just show up somewhere here so that someone can tap on it and search through the widgets we have right here. Okay. With that being said, guys, okay, see you guys tomorrow, where we start on animations and other stuff. Have a nice day. Take care. And don't forget to share the stream to your friends, colleagues, and also family, everyone who wants to um, enjoy stuff about Flutter and any other stuff. So, guys, let's keep sharing and let's get keep increasing the subscribers numbers. Thanks you for joining me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.
Forever, but all we need is just tonight. A monumental